it's almost like you're the bad. It's you, you know? And one of the things where you know that you're the problem. Like you are, and everybody should know you are where you are because of you. Like you caused whatever it is. When you look around, if you don't like your situation, just know the person in the mirror, that's who made you in that situation. So you got to keep that in mind too. It's just one of the things where you're like, dang, you feel like you constantly fighting yourself, fighting your bad habits, you know, especially like things that you want to change about yourself, but you just feel like you always reverting back to them, and you just be like, dang, what is it? It's really just you fighting yourself, and that's what life is, you know. It's just a race against yourself, and that's one thing that's hard to imagine because every time we think about competing, we always thinking about other people, but if you really think about it, when somebody running to beat the time to get the fastest time, if you constantly working to beat your time or beat that money that you made or beat that goal that you had or whatever, if you constantly working to do better than that, it's always gonna be you improving, and you're gonna be beating yourself. You're gonna be winning in your own race. Like, but when you start looking in the other lanes and start comparing yourself to other people, thinking I'm not fast enough, I'm not this enough, like, whoa, they in a whole nother lane. That's a whole different person. They racing against themselves just like you. And that's another thing about that comparison thing is like, we know a lot of people, we spend so much time looking at other people's situations thinking I should be there too. But that's not you though. That's not your situation. That's not your life. You're different completely. Like it's a completely different story. But hey, I understand, you know, I could see how I can understand, like, especially thinking as you're getting older, you start to see younger people having more than you. I can understand how that can psychologically mess with you. Like, dang, how the young person pass me up, you know? Because we think that our age kind of dictates where we should be, but you know, you don't know what kind of life that 18-year-old had. You don't know, and people don't know what kind of life you've had. And you know, you got to think about stuff like that. You got to think everything comes into play, and really you shouldn't be thinking about a lot of stuff unless it got to do with you. I'm trying to see how much time we got. 13. We got 13 with it. Really you should be locked in thinking about you, but we're gonna get into that too. I mean, I think like I said, a lot of people they they spend so much time worried about what's going on over there, they never think about what's here. And that's another thing that's hindering a lot of us is we spend so much time scrolling or debating or hating or watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, but we not creating our own content. We not doing our own thing. We not doing something for ourselves. We so worried about what other people are doing and what they got going on, and that's never gonna help you win. It's just not. I don't know, man. Gotta make it out, bro. You know, you sometimes you think, I don't know about y'all, but y'all tell me y'all ever think like, man, y'all ever really see that money truck, that truck like the Brinks truck or the people that put the money. I remember we used to have one that used to come into the Papa John's I worked at. Was that a Brinks truck? They used to bring money and put in the safe. But yeah, man. Y'all ever be looking at them, be thinking like, man, bro, you know, just one lick, just one, and get away with it. Man, I'm just playing. I would never hurt nobody. But I'm just saying, man. Sometimes you just be thinking about that kind of stuff, like just one lick, just one lick. But then you gotta remember too, like, is it really going? Sometimes you just be having to ask yourself, or I ask myself, is it really gonna help anything? Is it really gonna fix anything? If I got $1 million today, it would fix a lot of things. I ain't gonna lie, boy. That $1 million gonna fix a lot of things, but is it really gonna fix those eternal struggles and issues that we battle every day? Is that money really gonna fix it? It might make it a whole lot easier. I ain't gonna lie. It might make it a whole lot easier. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Can money really buy you happiness? Can money buy you happiness? I'm only asking the question. I'm just asking the question. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. Hey, hands up. I'm looking around. That's all I'm doing is asking the question. Can money buy you happiness? I think it can to a degree, just not the happiness that I think it also depends. Everybody, hey, we all be trying to put labels on things like we know what else will make somebody happy or what else that means successful to somebody. Some people, you know, Some people might think about where you and I are at sometimes and think like, dang, I just want to be there. Like that might just be where they want to be. Whole time you thinking, you looking up, trying to get over there, they looking up and you are up. That's who they looking up at you like, I want to be there. Whole time you trying to make it out of there. And then you can't even fathom the thought of why somebody would want to be in your situation. But sometimes you gotta remember, like, some people really go through a lot of more different struggles than us. Some people really go through real life different type of issues that I don't think a lot of us ready to face. I don't think a lot of people are built for it. I think certain people are built for certain things and are built from certain things. So that's just how that go. That's just how that go for real. 27, man. I recently just turned 27 on December 4th. I was even thinking while I was actually on the I was about to cuss, but on the toilet, I was sitting there thinking I ain't had nothing, first of all. And I love thinking on the toilet. Also didn't have no phone in there. My phone was dead. So I'm just sitting there thinking. And I was just thinking like, dang, I did just turn 27. And I was thinking about 2 years ago when I turned 25, like, man, I remember thinking to myself, like, wow, like I'm 25, first quarter, like that quarter. And it does get faster as you get older. That is true because I still remember my 17th birthday and I still remember like, dang, like it felt like it took a long time to get there. But then now I'm at 27, I'm like, that didn't take long at all. Like that was actually kind of quick. And think about it, if it only get quicker, I'm like, damn, that means tomorrow you'll be 80. And we already joke around like that, like with my cousins and with my homeboys and shit. Like I always say, like, if you ask me how old I was, I'll probably say like I'm 42. Or I'll be like, I'm 58. I would just say something random. I would say I was born in 1968. That's the year my mom was born, so that's like my go-to. So I always say I was born in '68. And then it's always just funny because people be like, certain people, it's just funny because you'll see like it go through their mind, and then when it process, they're like, wait, what did he just say? But at first they're like, okay, wait, hold on, what did he just say? Like, hold on. But then people be like, wow, certain people be like, wow, black really don't crack. And I'm like, bruh, it's just funny, but it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. But yeah, man, December 31st, 2024, man. That's crazy. 2024, dog. 2024. It's crazy, man. 2024, man. It's crazy. It's it's coming to an end tonight. And I mean, I don't really feel no different about 2024 coming or 2025 coming much that I did about this year. It's like just another year to conquer the beast and and make it out and try and keep pushing. It's really no such thing as time. It's really just we just use these as stamps. They really just stamps. That's it. They just like little markers, I should say. Little markers on the timeline. They just little markers. Cause yeah, it's 2025, but I don't want to say it's just another day. Like I don't want to make it seem like sound like that, but it's just another day, bro. That's all it is. It's just another day for you to try again and make it out. That's all it is. January 1st. I don't care if it's January 101st, It's just another day for you to make it out and try again. That's all it is. So make sure that when you wake up, you give it a shot. And you remember thinking, man, just remember when you're sitting there and you wake up, like, you really won. That moment that you wake up, your eyes open up and you take that first breath, you really won. Like you really beat not everybody. You really beat a lot of people. A lot of people didn't get that chance. And there's only one question. The one question I have for you. What you gonna do with that chance? What you gonna do with it? That's all I'm gonna ask you. That's it. When you wake up tomorrow, January 1st, what you gonna do with that chance? It's your boy Jack Yulee, man. Love.